Security Resources Integrated Emergency Management System is a secure, encrypted program that integrates standalone security and information systems into a common platform. The IEMS system intelligence allows us to capture and analyze data sources such as geospatial information system data with mechanical and PLC sensor inputs and continuous weather radar to determine the threat of a natural disaster. The system's response capabilities include the ability to pull up closed-circuit television, live and recorded video from a variety of video sources, and to track first responders and emergency vehicles with global positioning satellite tracking. The system will also provide us with mass notification capabilities to communicate with the affected areas. The Integrated Emergency Management System has an easy-to-use graphical interface screen. The screen can be customized by the users that are signed into the system. The IEMS system is powerful enough to manage multiple command and control centers and is easy enough for an authorized user to access it from their PC or laptop anywhere in the world. The secure, encrypted, and authenticated system prevents unauthorized users from gaining access to the system. The Geospatial Information System is a database system designed to capture, store, manipulate, and manage all types of geographical data. Data that may be included in a GIS system would be the area's height above or below sea level, or the amount of water that the sewer system can accommodate. The GIS system could also include where the utilities are located in the area or specific building information such as height and construction for potential vertical evacuation scenarios. The GIS system is the basis for mapping, location, and identification in our integrated emergency management system. In order to locate an area within the system, all we need to do is input the name of the area, the town, or a specific address. GIS data is important for locating individual cameras, sensors, and other devices that are integrated into the system, as well as when integrating global positioning satellite for tracking vehicles throughout the mapping area. Global positioning satellite tracking is a key component in our integrated emergency management system. The system will allow authorized users to track emergency response vehicles both before, during, and after a natural disaster. GPS allows us to track vehicles and show the current location of a vehicle as well as the route the vehicle has recently traveled. The system will allow us to set travel routes and alert if a vehicle deviates from them. GPS also allows us to cordon off areas in the GIS map where a vehicle is not allowed to go, and if it does go into the restricted area, it will notify the system operators. Knowing where personnel and resources are during a natural disaster will enable a more efficient response. Weather radar data is one of the key information sources that is analyzed by the Integrated Emergency Management System. The weather radar data, along with other critical information, is continuously analyzed, and as a storm approaches, the system determines if an area will be impacted and to what degree. Weather radar data is constantly changing, and having a continuous analysis of the data is key to determining the impact of a storm. The disaster scenario that we are depicting is a weather system that is moving into the area with substantial rainfall, creating flooding potential. The Integrated Emergency Management System will continuously gather the weather radar data and compare it with the GIS information of height above and below sea level and water flow through the sewer system to see if the area will be flooded by the weather system moving through. In this scenario, the data, along with rain gauges and water height level gauges, have determined that the area will be flooded. The Integrated Emergency Management System automatically determines the inundation area and alerts the user of the potential weather disaster and sets up an evacuation area within the GIS map. As you can see, the IEMS highlights the inundation zone on the GIS map. The inundation area map will also show GPS data regarding first responder emergency vehicles within the area to help coordinate an evacuation response. The system is fully automated and requires very little user intervention. The current systems of manually doing this process are slow and cumbersome, and the possibility of human error when making these calculations in a manual-based system is high. At the same time, the manual-based process is not done continuously. It's only performed on an as-directed basis. The Integrated Emergency Management System has the ability to integrate all existing closed-circuit television cameras in the area so that we can pull up live or recorded video, which will assist in both the evacuation effort and monitoring of the disaster area as the storm continues. The video from any integrated camera can be pulled up in all of the networked command centers and on any authorized PC or laptop. In the video window, we can access live or recorded video of the area and display it full screen on our monitor or in a multi-screen display. Displaying multi-screen images is beneficial so that we can look at cameras within different areas of the zone or outside the zone at the same time. By integrating the closed-circuit television video, when the Integrated Emergency Management System identifies a potential inundation or evacuation area, cameras from that area can automatically be displayed in the command center. Currently, command centers in affected areas can only view cameras from their jurisdiction or in their areas. Our system breaks the barriers of the standalone system and will allow integration from many different jurisdictions into a common platform, so as a storm or disaster occurs, video can be pulled up from many different locations, from many different systems, from multiple manufacturers. One of the key components of the Integrated Emergency Management System is mass notification to the people in the inundation or evacuation area that a disaster is occurring. The system will allow operators from the user interface to open up a dialog into the affected area and communicate through mass notification speakers that the area is under evacuation and that people will have to leave. The mass notification system is a two-way bidirectional system. So in addition to having the capability of notifying people in the area of disaster, it can also accommodate emergency call boxes for people in those areas to communicate back to the command center location. This assists us in disaster recovery and also can be used for crime prevention efforts.